thereby pushing up the selling price of digital titles for consumers. Sony failed to have the suit thrown out in 2023. The trial is scheduled to begin on March 2nd, 2026, with an estimated duration of 8 weeks. Ooh, it starts 2 days before my birthday. Exciting.
Cool. So there you go. There you go.
There's some fuckery on all angles.
Yeah, Sony's been kind of doing that shit for a while, though. It seems like
they have been. They have been. I gotta say though, I have been just eating up this PlayStation, or not PlayStation, but Switch shit. It is just, it's bad. It is actually bad.
Yeah. So speaking of it, Mario Kart World patch defies the way players want to race online.
I've been hearing a lot about that this morning.
Yeah, so I sent you that tweet or whatever, and I've read more. I've got a few more bookmarked here. After change to way track selection works, traditional 3-lap races are even rarer. Nintendo has patched Mario Kart World and apparently small change to the way courses are selected in online lobbies, but the change has infuriated players who were already frustrated with the style of racing in the first open world Mario Kart game. In short, by changing the way random option works, when voting on the next course to play, Nintendo has made it impossible to guarantee that the next course will be a 3-lap circuit race and traditional Mario Kart style. In traditional Mario Kart style. In doing so, it has pushed players even more firmly toward the unpopular intermission races, which feature cross-country drive to the chosen circuit followed by usually a single lap at the destination. Mario Kart World main online mode is ranked online lobbies. The way they work is that after completing a race, everyone can muck around in the free roam for a minute while they are voting on the next track to race. 3 options are presented. They are all adjacent tracks, and the one has just been raced. And including the one that has just been raced, they're all options for intermission races that include the drive to the next location. Alternatively, you can pick random. If it won the vote, this option would teleport everyone to another circuit somewhere else on the map, where they would participate in a normal 3-lap race prior to the patch. The random option had become overwhelmingly popular due to players' distaste for the intermission races and tend to involve more straight-line driving along freeways, dealing with hazards and less technical cornering. Post-patch, the random option can pick from 3 offered intermission races as well as teleporting players to somewhere else. This seems weighted to pick intermission races quite often. There's no longer a way for players to vote for a guaranteed 3-lap circuit. Polygon has asked Nintendo for comment and reason behind this change, but it certainly seems as though Nintendo, in defiance of players' wishes, is doubling down on the way that developers want Mario Kart World to be played, with players progressing organically from point to point around the world map. Nintendo is so committed to this playstyle that you can easily play Mario Kart World for dozens of hours without ever encountering 3-lap versions of many of the tracks. You can choose them as an option when setting up these.
He died.
Yeah, when setting up versus mode races and when racing in friends only lobbies. And now the developer has made it even rare for this encounter to encounter this kind of race online. So basically, they went, well, we made a fucking open world game, and you're gonna fucking play it.
And you're gonna do the open world thing because, I mean, you're obviously gonna enjoy it, right? So, I mean, if we just force it.
I am seeing. Have you seen the video of?
There we go. Fuck.
Hey, Chad.
Have you seen the video of the person holding their Switch 2, and if they let go with one hand, it just the Joy-Con just snaps off and like it just falls?
I haven't seen that one, but I did see the video of the guy who wound up getting his pinky finger stuck in it and has a fucking blister.
I saw that too. Yeah. So the Switch 2 Joy-Con. Falling off. Let's see if we can find this. It was a short or something. Fix loose Joy-Con, so there's how-to videos. So what?
Ow.
People have found a which 2? That one.
Or if my fucking internet keeps doing this, I may just try to connect to my fucking mobile hotspot because it's gonna be fucking better than my internet.
I saw this video several times, and I can't find it, of course.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I saw it on. Basically, he was holding his Switch 2 like above a bed, and like every time he would let go with his left hand, the right one would just snap off. Now, if he let go with his right hand, the other one would hold on there. But one would just it would just completely fall off, and he'd be holding the Joy-Con, and the Switch would just fall.
That's no bueno.
No, it's not. And like I didn't think like the magnetized were gonna be that stout anyway.
I didn't think it would be, but I didn't think it'd be that bad either.
I don't know. I feel like all this was rushed. The screen thing. Did you? So
I can guarantee you all this shit was rushed.
So the screen deal. We're saying that LCD screen is like, what did it say? 10 times slower than like an average PC monitor or something like that.
It's 10 times slower. Not just that, but it's also slower than the original Steam Deck monitor. It's slower than the original Switch OLED.
Yeah.
There is literally no point in getting this console if it's going to be slower than the previous console.
Well, the screen like tearing and like blurring and stuff will be slower. The CPU and stuff is probably going to be faster, but it's still not near fast enough as what they were.
I doubt it. I mean, even when it's plugged in and like on a screen,
yeah.
I've noticed. I mean, there's especially for the GameCube games, there is about 8 to 15 seconds of input lag. You can't play fighting games like that, and that's what a lot of people are playing on the GameCube is Soul Calibur 2, and they fucking can't.
And why can it not play a GameCube game? It's supposed to be as powerful as a
GameCube game. Why is it when it's playing 2D games that it's constantly tearing and shitting itself with after images? It makes no sense.
And I don't know. As somebody who played Smash Bros for all 4 years of high school, that input delay would fuck you over in a match.
Oh, yeah. I used to love playing Soul Cal 2 when I was a kid. I can't imagine trying to play Soul Calibur 2 right now on the Switch 2. It is a fucking nightmare. You don't even realize you've been hit until you're halfway through a combo up in the air.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare. And I don't know how they managed to fuck it up this bad.
Here's a couple tweets that come across. Mario Kart legitimately just went from a 9.5 out of 10 to like a 6 out of 10.
With the smallest update imaginable. Nintendo truly baffles me.
Yeah. Well, I've been seeing tweets like that all day. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're just blatantly ignoring the consumer, which I always hate the term the customer is always right. But at this point, wouldn't they want to actually consider it?
Well, that was so that was kind of the thing with so they did the my brain just stopped working. Fuck.
That's okay. You looked in my eyes. We started a Pokemon battle, and I stole your brain cells. You're welcome.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like I was in the middle of it, and I just lost it.
Denied.
Anti-consumer. So the bricked consoles that are being resold.
Yes.
So what happens? So they just lock you out of your console, and they're like, they take it back, and they just sell it to GameStop or whatever the fuck. Like, is that?
Yeah. So a lot of places, especially larger stores like Walmart and such, they're not going to check and see if the online works. They're going to check and see if the console works, and that's it. They don't give a damn about the rest of it. So a lot of people have actually been running into the fact that they go home, they try to log on to their account, and they can't access any of the online features even after doing a factory restart on the console. It's just permanently locked out.
See, that right there is such bullshit. You're buying a physical item, and you're telling me that I can't use the physical item. Go fuck yourself.
From what I heard one person saying, it sounds like they're trying to make like the resale market untrustworthy. Because you know how
they made themselves untrustworthy.
I know. Their plan backfired horribly at this point because everyone's going, wait a minute, how can we trust anything now? Because what if it says it's new but it was returned and All that fun shit.
Exactly. So, all right. I have a couple more things here. Here's another tweet that I thought was funny. So you remember this Firebreak game that we saw a trailer for?
Did.
Yeah.
I don't know how they managed to fuck that up either.
So, they're doing some fuckery.
To no one's surprise.
Yeah. As of last night, we have surpassed 1 million players in FBC Firebreak. This is a significant milestone. So thank you for playing from all of us at Remedy. We know you are still there's still a lot of work ahead of us, and we are super motivated about it. We have a lot of exciting things cooking up for Firebreak players, and more about that soon. Okay.
Every time I hear them say 1 million players or
with
1 million, like,
with over 1 million players, how many people do you think are? Well, I mean, you can kind of see it down there. How many people do you think are playing it right now?
Oh! Ow!
No, fuck it. I'll show my beard.
Yeah, as of right now, as of 2 hours ago, we are at 118 players. All-time peak is 1738 on Steam. So where are the 990 something thousand other players playing? What are they playing on?
Are they playing on a fucking Kartoffel computer?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is it Xbox Games Pass situation? Is it Epic Store?
Actually, I wonder, is this thing even on the Xbox Game Pass? Give me a second.
I'm pretty sure it is. Remedy is. I think they are Xbox or whatever.
Yes, it's on the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah. So, all million players. I've seen a couple streamers that I follow have been playing it. But
I've seen a couple as well, but they don't seem to be very many.
Yeah, it's not very many.
Kind of few and far between.
And like I said, right here on Steam, we're at.
Everybody's kind of really focused on peak.
Yeah. Well, the thing about this game, like, it looked really fun from the trailers. Like, it looked like a fun co-op.
It looked great.
But
that's why I'm so confused on how they managed to fuck it up.
I don't know. It just flopped super hard. Super hard. And then seeing today that, oh, by the way, if you ever wanted to play the hit Assassin's Creed Shadows, it's on sale right now.
No.
What is it? It released in March, so 4 months after launch, it's now $39.99 out of its $70.
Ooh, such a sale!
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So we're gonna talk about this.
If your game bombed that hard, the least you can do is you can do what COD does every once in a while, where they drop their game from like over fucking priced after like a decade all the way down to $20.
Yeah, but I had a buddy of mine went back and was trying to play Black Ops Zombie, like OG Black Ops Zombies. And I think he still ended up having to pay like $40 or some shit for like the fucking original Black Ops game.
Bruh.
Yeah, Black Ops 1
stupid.
DLC. Yeah, I bought that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That is insane.
But if you even want to play multiplayer on Black Ops Zombies, what you got to do is you got to go through in a completely separate program. I think I have that still installed. Let me see if I can find what that's called. Let's see here. Yeah, Plutonium. You have to go through and you have to launch it through Plutonium to even be able to play multiplayer, because the servers on the original games are so fucked. You can't play without getting attacked by hackers. And they will dox the shit out of you.
So, and the hackers at this point, like, is it not just bots doing it? Like, who the fuck is still sitting on these old-ass COD servers fucking hacking other players? Like, who the fuck is doing that? Like, it's like I'm sitting around waiting. There's not been anybody here for 6 months. Oh, somebody's going to log in. I'm going to hack them now. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so weird. These people. Okay, so have you heard about this Stop Killing Games situation at all?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Yeah. So Stop Killing Games was an initiative put on by this guy over here. Ross Scott. Basically, he was trying to make a petition to more or less make it to where games can't just like in service. Like online only games and all these things like that. And so there's a giant push about it. Pirate Software came out months ago and said that, well, what he's saying, what they're trying to do was all bullshit. It's not actually about that. It's about single player, this or that. And he basically lied and like Pirate Software did basically lied about the whole situation, which did kind of damaged the actual movement. Now that the campaign is almost over, he's doubling down, and now everybody kind of sees him for the rat he is. Motion Critical did a big video about it, which Asmon reacted to. Tectone has reacted to it.
I think I watched Tectone's version of it.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of tech.
You got to consider the fact that Pirate Software used to work for fucking Blizzard, so take whatever the fuck he says with a fucking grain.
Right. So, of course, I am super funny.
As always.
Yes.
Going to bring up your tweet now.
Yes, I am.
He's so proud of it. Look at his smile.
Well, I had so many notifications of all these likes.
Damn.
I'm so popular, damn it. I gotta find this shit. So basically, I'd said something about what the fuck is it?
You can always just look in in our chat. You sent me a link, basically right to it, didn't you?
No, that was the porno boobs thing. That was different. Wasn't it?
I don't know.
But anyway, basically, somebody had put this. Maybe I'm just a layperson. Till now, I don't understand why Pirate Software is so against the idea. A game you purchase should be yours to play for as long as you want to. And then my comment
I agree.
Wild speculation, but since he's developing a game, maybe he secretly just wants to be able to fuck over his own customers.
You go back in some of his like old shorts around like a year ago. He was saying the exact points that this Ross guy is making, and yet he's counteracting and saying that he's against it. Like, make up your mind, you fucking long-haired ass loser.
He's been so weirdly enough. So I caught him through shorts initially.
Same way.
And like I didn't have a problem with him. I was like, oh, these are kind of cool. These are kind of like cool ideas. He had some funny takes and stuff. I didn't really mind it. But then like he did this shit first. He went against the Stop Killing Games initiative first. Then everybody kind of blew up at him. Then time passed. Then he roached out on the fucking WoW team or whatever. And everybody kind of was like, that's fucked up. Why'd you do that? You know, and he doubled down basically saying, oh, they said leave, so I left. But then turns out they didn't say leave, and he fucked over his entire like hardcore fucking WoW team or whatever.
Good job.
Somebody died. Somebody lost their hardcore fucking character. And so there was that. And then, so there's that internet psychologist, the Indian guy that he's interviewed some VTubers and he's done like some other things whenever he's like psychoanalyzes YouTubers and shit. Well, he did a one-on-one interview with Pirate Software, and at one point in time, he's like, "Yeah, so I'm kind of getting this where you're coming off as like just like a narcissistic asshole." So the psychologist like just straight up said that to his face.
Damn.
And so yeah, I mean, everybody's kind of been like, "Well, I think this guy's a plant. I think the fucking industry has planted this guy in here," and I'm like, I can see it. So. Yeah, so pretty much I've stopped watching any of his content. I just ignore it now. I don't see any of his stuff. I don't know, man. I just like, how can you be so wrong and then everybody hate you so hard? And like, you know, you're in the wrong. Like that's the thing. Like everybody knows you're in the freaking wrong. But
the thing is, for folks like that, he might actually think he's in the right.
Yes.
They're so fucking
and that's the crazy part.
They can't pull their own head out of their ass.
For them, they've been in the dark too long. They don't know where else to go.
Banter is still waiting on the Crobe Cat compilation for the Switch 2. Howdy. I don't know if they messed up Firebreak. It's just, Sorry, Ventress. I don't know why YouTube chat doesn't show up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Goon. I didn't even see you.
I just dropped over to YouTube chat, so I've got it pulled up here now. It's not
Hi,
showing
Goon.
up. Weirdly enough, it's not showing up on my. It's supposed to StreamYard should have like everybody.
I know. That's why I'm confused. I was like, wait a minute. Goon's here?
Yeah, I know. Hi, Goon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Hello,
ignore
people
you.
on YouTube. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't trying to ignore you. So I meant to set up Kick. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and set this up for stream. And it's like, you here?
It says no.
No, it says we're gonna send you a passcode. And I'm like, oh fuck it for that email that I forgot.
Oh no!
I think I set it up through my Intelligent Aces email, and I'm like, fuck, I don't have that logged in right now, so I'll do it later.
There you go.
So, yeah, welcome in. Sorry about that. I've got all
Howdy.
I think I've got the other chat so I can see now. Okay. Yeah, so there was Pirate Software. I also said that he's going to rebrand to Licensed Software now. Legal action in many countries. Pirate Software hits out at Stop Killing Games. Yeah, so this was a Cursed Farm response to Pirate Software's criticism. Longyear Hall continues to address the movement in various posts. Takeaway for Pirate Software's coverage is that he misrepresented what the movement is about, how intentional that was. I don't know. He sees it as all is well, Ross says. It's unfortunate. I offered to talk with him about it. If you hate the initiative, you hate it, but at least hate it for what it is. Ross also published an FAQ on his own channel where he offered clarity, further insights on Stop Killing Games in response to the skepticism raised by Pirate Software. Stop Killing Games signature deadline nears its end. Now, over a year later, the deadline for Stop Killing Games European Citizens Initiative signature threshold is on the horizon, but only 47% of the required signatures have been provided. Ross placed some blame on Pirate Software for Stop Killing Games' failure in his particular venture, uploading a YouTube video on June 23rd, 2025, where he accused him of lying about what the movement really is. This video came out right as we were building momentum, except for one boost in Germany. The signatures started drying up like clockwork, Ross said. This put me in a no-win scenario, too, because if I ignored it, then a lot of people would get misinformed about the campaign. If I did a response video, it would look like drama farming.
Mm-hmm.
Ross argued that due to Pirate's large online following, his video's criticism of the initiative discouraged people from signing the petition, which set an end on June 31st, 2025. To this day, I'm still getting frequent comments and emails about the same falsehoods about the campaign that originated in Hall's video.
Letting you know I'm a dip for a bit. I'm going to run over to my grandma's. I'll probably rejoin from my phone over there.
Gotcha.
Okay. Sounds good. We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a minute.
Well, I now have nothing to lose. If we don't get the signatures, none of this matters anyway. A slew of other top gamers focused on creators like Most Critical and some ordinary gamers have spoken out in favor of Ross and the Stop Killing Games movement, realizing the video is drawing attention to the initiative in hopes that the petition passes, the games can be preserved. There are a lot of video games I grew up playing that I loved and that I continue to love, some ordinary gamer said. If these laws are set now, it makes sure that going forward in those next 200, 300 years, at least our games can be preserved. Pirate Software speaks out as Stop Killing Games' signature deadline approaches. Following a reaction to Ross' June 23rd video, Pirate Software pinned a series of tweets, which he recapped his previous statements on Stop Killing Games and reiterated his issues with the movement. Sorry, Dr. Pepper's kicking my ass. My main issue with this initiative is that it is broad in its approach to change the industry. In the exact language of the initiative, not the FAQ, requests that all games stay in functional, playable state, he wrote. Just because I don't support this doesn't mean you should blindly follow me. In that, just because I said pretty words on the internet, you shouldn't also blindly bash me because some other creator said to. A few hours later, he followed up with another post where he revealed that he privately spoken to Moist Critical and the MMORPG reviewer Josh Strife Hayes. He also apologized for being a dick to Ross, saying that I should have I should not have lashed out, but I had an emotional response due to how important this subject is to me. What do you mean, how important this subject? Why would you go against it if it was important to you? Like,
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make any sense. Okay. And here's his actual tweet. Been reading through all the posts against me over my stance on Stop Killing Games initiative. Tons of people calling me a liar that I misrepresented the initiative. Also, lots of content creators dogpiling on this to get their pound of flesh. Let's dig into whatever he says. So yeah, basically, there's his tweets. Initiative calls to require publishers to sell licensed video games to consumers in the European Union or related features and assets sold for video games they operate. To leave said video games in a functioning, playable state, specifically, the initiative seeks to prevent the remote disabling of video games by publishers before providing reasonable means to continue functioning of said video games without the involvement of the other side of the publisher. This initiative does not seek to acquire ownership of said video games, associated intellectual rights, or monetization rights. Neither does it expect publishers to provide resources for said video game once they discontinue it, while leaving it in a reasonably functional, playable state. Yeah, lots of fancy words. So the Stop Killing Game initiative, basically, they're trying to preserve games.
Mm-hmm.
More or less, what they want to do is like once a company decides that they are going to shut down their servers for an online game, they want to be able to have access to it, where they can put them up on their own private servers and keep playing them, or whatever. Like they want access to the code.
And it seems reasonable.
I don't really know. I don't know. I get it. I think at this point in time, it's very difficult to actually preserve these games. And what are you preserving? And this may have been the point where Pirate Software was even coming from. If you take a game, say you take a game like World of Warcraft, it's a massive multiplayer online game, and then you shut it down, and then everybody goes, "Well, fuck it, shut down." Now there may be a handful of people that like will put it on a server and keep playing it. Probably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, for a game like WoW, you know, people have put thousands of hours into these games, so a game like that, yeah, they'd probably get put on another server. But now a game like Call of Duty, or whatever, where they make a new one every year, and are they gonna put that on? Like, where's that player base? That player base has probably already disappeared. They're gone. They've moved on to the next thing. So to me, it's very hard to put these things into
Case specific.
Yeah, and how you preserve it. But and the Stop Killing Games initiative is a blanket preserve all games, which I don't blame them. I think it's a noble cause. I don't know where we go in this day and age, really. Now we've got consoles, actual fucking hardware that they can just straight up brick.
Yeah, that's just
unusable.
fucking insane.
And it's not just Nintendo. PlayStation could do the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
They can just turn your shit off. Xbox, I'm sure, could do the exact same thing.
Oh yeah, you could be banned from Xbox Live.
They could just turn your shit off or whatever, and it make it. I don't know. They could probably make it unplayable. So, and that's the world we live in, and it's super crazy to me. So.
However, he continues to express his concerns with Stop Killing Games, arguing that moments like this should showcase to me how little the general public understands about game development, modern gaming architecture, and online games as a whole. Hall's post received an ample amount of backlash and debate, and several users reported being blocked by him on X after speaking out against his stance on the topic.
Yeah, he did block a shit ton of people.
I'm so not surprised. Ross has not yet published another video since his last upload on June 23rd, although he has publicly thanked Moist Critical for covering the situation on social media.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I'm going to be frank. I block a lot of people too. They don't even have to talk to me first. If I just don't like your content, I'll block you because I don't want to fucking see it.
I don't block. I'll mute or I'll do not interested, and most of the time that gets it off my timeline. I don't block because I don't know. I don't want to feel like a bitch. You can
I
block
am a
me.
bitch.
You can block me, but I ain't no bitch. I ain't gonna block you.
It's like, I know what I am. I'm a bitch. I don't freaking care.
So
I don't
I
want to
just
see that shit.
somebody it's another tweet that like I got into it with people on. Something
You just love
about
fighting too much.
well, yeah, I do. So this was about the Casey Tron thing or whatever, and like
Yeah.
the Casey Tron was smoking.
Three-part
Yeah, well, she was
lawsuit.
smoking weed and all this stuff. Like anyway, the post was about weed, and I was like, it's times like this where I wish that cigarettes weren't like poisonous and smelled bad because they look way cooler than fucking pot smokers. I'm sorry, like if you smoke, they just look way cooler.
I see how it is.
And I said, and weed fucking reeks. It's fucking terrible. It smells real bad.
I'm not gonna lie, it do be pretty stanky sometimes, but I'll tell you, the worst smell comes from the people who smoke it and don't fucking shower.
So the thing about weed, and like I said, so I've smoked cigarettes. I smoked cigarettes for years. I just quit. I haven't had a cigarette in over 2 years now, almost 3 now.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm doing like it's done. Like I don't really want cigarettes anymore, and I just quit them. But now that I've regained like my sense of smell, like I'm not smelt nose blind to this stuff anymore. I can smell somebody smoking a cigarette about 25 feet away. In open air, like just outside, no breeze, nothing. Yeah. About 25 feet away. I can smell somebody light up a fucking joint like 3 blocks away. You know what I mean? Like nobody, like
stinky.
That shit reeks. So anyway, I got into it over this one guy's like, it probably smells better than you. Some fucking stoner or whatever was trying to argue with me on Twitter, and I was like, haha, I'm rubber and you eat doo doo. I'm just like, he was hitting me with this like, you probably smell bad or whatever, and I'm like, oh, you're a fucking moron. I'm gonna treat you like one.
God damn.
There we go. We've stopped. Stop Killing Games is probably not going to pass, so we'll see what happens. I think the bigger thing to me is like this Pirate Software stuff. Like he is wildly unpopular in this right now. Like he still has his fans. Like he still has big streams and stuff like that. I think a lot of the rest of the population is like, what the fuck is this guy even doing? So we'll see what happens. There's people who still watch Hassan for whatever fucking reason. This guy's an actual
thousands, and I can't fucking understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of hate watchers, but there is some like legit like idiots out there on this planet, I guess. Okay, there we go. So we went through all that. That was pretty much it. So Death Stranding also launched this week.
As in already launched or is launching?
It already launched. There's already people playing it.
Nice. I honestly haven't heard much about it yet, so I guess that kind of means it's okay. I don't know.
So
I kind of normally go with no news is good news, but at the same time, I've come to realize that it don't work that way.
Well, so the news. Here's a little trailer. I don't know if the quality is probably not the best.
That's okay, and it's probably going to freeze a lot, but I'm used to
Twitter. Because it's Twitter.
It's Twitter.
But they were saying, like, this is, like, the best-looking game. It doesn't have ray tracing. Oh, finally. There's, like, all these fucking fireworks and particle effects.
God damn.
Yeah, this is on a PlayStation.
God damn.
Look at the rocks. Look at the fucking ground.
That's so detailed.
Yeah. So, Kojima definitely makes some fucking good-looking shit. And they're like, he made like the best-looking game of the year, and it's not even running at near the like fidelity of these other games. It's like, and he actually puts care into his games.
Imagine giving a fuck about your game. Oh.
Yeah. Look at this fucking fire. Looks so good.
It does, man.
The fucking fireworks in the background.
Yeah. Shame. That looks great.
Yeah, it does. It looks really good. So there's another. Where is it at? Hang on. Death Stranding. So somebody put this. Let's see if I can find this video. I'm not sure. So I was trying to find. So there was like somebody. It was a Pirate Software. One of me. Like they put all the reviews up. It's like 9 out of 10s. 9 out of 10s. 9 out of 10s. There was a couple places. He's magical. That's true. There was a couple places that like I think it was GameSpot gave it a 60, and they're like hurtful women tropes or some stupid thing was one of their negatives or whatever. Yeah, it was something fucking dumb. All right. This is one of the cool trailers. So, sharing.
He's not sharing yet. There it is.
Well, I had to get it pulled up. I was just making sure I was on the right thing. Look at all the shit he's got stuck to him.
Pizza! Beat his ass, Grandpa!
Kung Fu Pizza!
No one will ever stop me from making my pizza.
The fucking flower effect.
Bruh! Saved the pizza.
Spiders on that pizza?
I don't want to know.
Disrespect pizza do not deserve to live.
He just wants to make pizza, bro. Leave him
Fucking
alone.
Jackie Chan pizza? It's not quite done yet. Yeah.
No.
Hold up. Oh, now it's done. What the fuck is this sequence?
Goddamn. You must be Sam. There's something I would like to give you.
Besides the
Besides
ass
an ass
whooping?
Oh my god.
Wait at the
We have the
delivery
same brain
tomorrow.
silicon.
God damn, he ate that pizza fast.
What
Bro
the
was
fuck
hungry.
is that?
Sam,
I really don't want to know. Damn, I wanted to watch Grandpa beat his ass. No one will stop me from making pizza.
Kojima is one of the few creators trying not to make movies but actual video games. I mean, that's
debatable.
That's a hard call. I think he's actually trying to make movies. Yeah, he does like his cutscenes. There's a lot of cutscenes. I will say, Kojima does like he thinks of new mechanics that are interesting that nobody's ever tried before. Yeah, it's a great video game. That's yeah. I mean, like he definitely he breaks the fourth wall and like he does these really cool things that nobody else really tries. And I think we're missing a lot of that these days. A lot of games don't really have that. Like
They're not branching out anymore.
Crazy.
They're just staying stagnant and following
Yeah.
a certain pattern.
I think I may actually try to play this game. It looks like it is fucking all over the place, but
It looks amazing.
yeah.
my fingers.
Uh-oh. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, PlayStation 5, 88% Metacritic score. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, it looks really good. There's a 90. Now Metacritic accepts a 90%. Yeah. So Death Stranding 2 is out. If you're into that, like, maybe I'll get around to playing it. Like, I definitely kind of want to try. So I definitely want to give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's 10 after 8. What the fuck? The fuck is this picture? Sorry, there's a picture on the timeline. It's like this. So
It's because Cora's in the game.
yeah, I guessed. All right, we got some trailer stuff here. Does this not get added? Oh, I did. Okay. So I got a few. We got some long fucking trailers. I don't have a ton of trailers. We got some that are pretty long.
Nice.
We
Lay
have.
'em on us.
We have. We got the Monster Hunter Wilds official title update 2 trailer.
Oh my god, are they gonna make it playable now?
I doubt it. Oh, this is the water lizard thing. See, I've heard of this monster. I've never fought this monster.
Well, that's valid because the game's basically unplayable.
Well, I mean, like, I think this was like Generations monster or something.
Maybe. I don't think I played Generations.
I didn't either, but I've seen this monster. Oh, you fight underwater.
Nice.
Mark Timber, Duna. I will say the fat fish is probably my favorite.
Fish.
Oh. Chad's back.
Yep. You gonna drag him in, or do you want me to?
I got it. Wait, what was that crossover with? Fit with Fender. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Fender is the guitar brand.
Oh.
Okay, that's a weird crossover. Okay, so now they're adding layered weapons,
Nice.
which is what they needed to do because the artisan weapons look like shit. What the fuck?
You don't get views like this sitting around back at base camp.
It's like Lopsardos or something. That's a fucking underwater battle. Look at that.
That is.
Are they gonna move Duna to an underwater battle too?
Maybe.
It would make sense.
Everyone, it isn't safe here. Let's head back home.
Oh. Fucking gold. Okay, what are those two monsters called? Don't give me a name or nothing. Fucking game. I wasn't expecting swimming. Rathalos' two biggest ops. Did they say anything about performance improvements though?
Nope. So I guess it's gonna remain unplayable. Thanks, Capcom.
Yeah, so I'm
Love
guessing.
seeing these updates.
I think the consoles or somebody's like, oh yeah, I was still playing on consoles, so it plays fine. It's like, yeah, but like over 60% of the people who bought the game bought it on PC.
Yeah.
Currently, even like grandma gonna be a bit before I start talking, but I'm here. Okay, cool. You can listen in. That's fine. All right. Here we go. Here's a crossover that I didn't expect. Dying Light and Balatro.
What the fuck? No.
Friend of Aiden bundle. Jimbo outfit. Ceremonial dagger.
Paraglider.
Flying blind. Joker charm randomly creates a Joker effect. That's kind of cool.
That is.
Bite the Dust, random elemental effect, volatile Joker, all around damage boost, damage
resist increase,
weapon damage increase, weapons with open slots receive random mods. That's cool. Dismantle weapons for damage boost. The Beast, one hit kill non-boss enemies. Fucking cool.
Shoo!
Ice cream, hit enemy, get crafting part. Empty weapon slots equal damage increase. Frontal attack invincibility. Take double damage from behind. Charge. That's cool. Damage increase. Weapon level up chance. Grants invincibility. Mr. Bones. That is fucking cool. So you get one of these random Jokers to play with, and that, man, I really wish. So I played Dying Light with you.
Yeah.
When Dying Light was still like in its like the year or two when it was however many years
in its heyday.
Yeah, they were doing like cool things on like April Fool's Day and all these like different things they would pop it in with. One of them was like, we accidentally like put the steroids in the fucking the zombie shot the whatever that medicine was you had to
the Zombrex basically.
Yeah, whatever that was. We actually like steroids got mixed into it, so like when you would kick an enemy, they'd fly like 100 yards. And just ragdoll them. So you were like super strong, and like I just put your weapons away and just punch, and you just like blasting zombies across the map and shit. So it was super fun. They had a lot of cool things like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I think they're saying the Beast is going to be good. DC Batman Who Laughs. All right, let's go ahead and so that's a cool crossover that I didn't think I needed, but looks pretty cool. All right, Digimon Story. So this is a 5-minute 6-minute trailer. I don't know if we'll watch.
God damn.
Agent, this begins your report from the.
This is the Digimon. Like we watched the Digimon trailer a while back.
We have designated the Shinjuku Inferno as a top-level anomaly. Phase electron lifeforms known as Digimon are suspected to somehow be linked to this world collapse phenomenon.
Was that Gimp Agumon? What the fuck was that?
Obtaining Digimon.
Did you see that?
Go back a second. I don't quite remember the Digimon's name, but it kind of looks like a fucked up form of Greymon.
Yeah, it's like BDSM Greymon.
Greymon on his off time.
50 Shades of Greymon.
Oh god. Fucking terrible.
Obtaining Digimon. Digimon have long been
let's
suspected of a casual
Ventress.
correlation to anomalies throughout history. And Digimon are also
That
our
is
best
gonna be laggy as fuck. Yeah.
Now, open your Digivice and activate the summoning program that's installed. Digimon
Uh-oh.
are strange creatures.
They're gonna summon
Oh,
things
no.
from.
Matter and
Don't look, Pokemon!
The Digivice can
I mean,
also
that's all the
contain
OG
Digimon's
ones.
equivalent of DNA
Oh, you gotta.
and code
You shoot them.
allows you to create
You
Digimon.
shoot the Digimon like a gun.
Although
That's not a
these
Pokeball. It's a
living
Pokegun.
they can also be generated like data. Through battles, you can analyze enemy Digimon.
Is it
Once
one-on-one?
analysis is complete, you can then create that
It's one-on-one
Digimon.
turn-based. I didn't like. It's not open world.
This
That's
process
cool.
is known as convert. Once the scan rate reaches 100% or higher, you can convert the data into a new Digimon.
Mono Draymon.
However, the closer it is to 200%, the stronger the Digimon
We don't
will
care
be.
about the baby Digimons.
Training Digimon. Once you have your Digimon, you can equip them with
Yeah.
attachment skills and equipments. Attachment skills are equipped freely and can let Digimon attack with different elements or gain skills that boost certain abilities. Equipment can be used to increase your Digimon's various stats and resistances. Keep an eye out for these in the show.
What the fuck is that?
Investigate how they can strengthen your Digimon.
Vulcan Palm? Oh, that's his. That's
We've also
the
learned Digimon come with various attributes.
Giro
and
Greymon. What
elements.
the fuck was
As-
that called? Geo
We've
Greymon?
also learned Digimon.
Yeah, that's Geogreymon.
It's not just Greymon? What's the difference?
No, there's different forms of Greymon.
We've also learned
I thought it was just Greymon.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Digimon come with various attributes and elements. As you
Meramon.
convert more Digimon, you'll be able to add a wider variety of them to your roster. Keep these attributes and elements in mind. I'll go into depth
There you
about
go.
that later. Dr. Yuki, your adoptive father and founder of Adamus, also discovered the Digivolution of
There's
Digimon.
several? Yeah,
It
yeah.
appears each Digimon must reach certain conditions.
I just
to
thought it went from
digivolve into
Agumon to
other
Greymon
Digimon
to.
forms. Digivolution
Oh no,
is
there's
not
plenty of
enough.
ways that you can
So
fuck
you
up
can
getting
either
a
de-digivolve into younger forms
getting to
set them
Greymon.
on the Digivolution
You can
path
easily, in some
need.
games, turn your Digimon from a
You'll
really
need to
good
deepen our
Digimon to a
understanding
giant
of
poop.
Digivolution and deepen your bonds with the Digimon through battling. Digimon also can possess different personality traits. We've noticed Digimon
Oh, shit.
personalities can impact how quickly certain
Nice.
aspects of Digimon can improve.
Oh,
Their
even more random,
personalities
huh?
can gradually shift based on your conversation.
This looks
with them.
pretty cool.
These changes
It does.
also affect
I'm
the Digimon's
honestly kinda
Digivolution
interested in this.
path. With so many powerful Digimon,
Digifarm!
the Digifarm is also an important way to strengthen them.
Yeah,
Here,
yeah, boy.
Digimon can train and grow on their own. Use training items
Ah.
to boost their stats and
What
abilities.
the fuck?
And provide them with food to increase their bond points. You can make the place your own with farm items too. Looks cozy. As an Adamus agent, you can also help your Digimon grow with agent skills. Your bond with your Digimon plays a critical
Wow.
role.
War
So be sure
Greymon.
to
Yeah,
explore
War
the
Greymon
types
is
of
hard as
bonds
fuck.
you can build with them.
Still,
Your
Skull
personal
Greymon,
bonds
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
directly
I remember
contribute
Skull
to
Greymon.
strengthening your Digimon.
It's Greymon, Metal
That's about
Greymon,
it for
and Skull
converting and
Greymon
training
was
your
the
Digimon. Now let's get into
opposite of
battle.
metal,
Battles.
the evil.
Remember how I mentioned Digimon have all kinds of different attributes and elements earlier?
Grimo-
There are 7
Digimon.
attributes for Digimon,
Digimon?
including Virus, Vaccine, and Data. Virus is weak to Vaccine, which is weak
Wow,
to
okay.
Data. Each Digimon also has resistances and weaknesses to certain elements. The synergy between these attributes and elements are key to winning a fight. For example,
Meow.
if you're up against a Virus Digimon that's weak to water, a Vaccine Digimon will have a certain advantage. But a Vaccine Digimon
Ah,
with
they're just trying to put that
water-based
vaccine in
might
everybody.
let you defeat it
No!
in no time. With different combinations of attributes and elements, damage might be reduced to just 50%, or it could skyrocket to 300%. Keep in mind which Digimon might give you the best advantage in any situation. And don't be afraid to try different attacks against the same enemy to discover what works. Every battle is also a research opportunity to learn more about Digimon. Agents can also assist in battle with special abilities called Cross Arts. Use your knowledge of
Cross
attributes and
Arts.
elements to have your Digimon
I'm gonna
attack
flip open my
enemies'
razor.
weaknesses and build up enough power in your Digivice. Once fully
Propaganda
charged,
story.
unleash that power with a Cross Art and turn the tide of battle with a variety of
It's
offensive,
Parrotmon.
defensive, and supportive abilities. You'll build an arsenal of Cross Arts. So make sure to pick what works best for whatever situation you find yourself in. Remember, it's you and your Digimon fighting together. Got all that, Agent? Don't worry, your Digimon and I will be there to help you. That's all for the report. Stay focused on the mission and keep investigating these anomalies.
Cool. October 3rd.
Ooh.
Very cool. Deluxe Edition. Ultimate Deluxe Edition. Okay, here we go. Death Stranding on the final. Okay. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Official final trailer. 6 minutes.
Damn.
Oh, that it was.
Don't you fucking bite at me!
We built walls. And we should have built bridges.
I mean,
Sounds
depending
good.
on where you are, you can make that wall into a bridge.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Copyrighted songs are doing the
Da-da-da-da.
trailer. What? Hey, kiddo, what you doing there? Look at her pushing the baby. Look at the baby.
Throw the baby!
Got all the wings on his onesie.
Bro, it's in your nose! Fuck it out.
You gotta change the diaper. Or you gotta, they're fucking. I swear to God, you gotta change a poopy diaper in this game. Bigger knife. Wait.
Gun!
Yeah. Much better. Wait, the baby was never real.
Ah!
You see me? You can't. 'Cause you're dead.
Fragile.
Fragile.
God damn it, Nemo. What the fuck?
You look so mad!
Gear. Metal Gear. Hi. Look at all the weapons. Puppets. Metal Gear. Goddamn ghostesses. A fucking tentacle. He just threw a pizza? Wait.
No, not the pizza!
He
Oh my
did. That
God.
was fucking pizza though, bro.
Yay!
Okay.
They actually put Pecora in the final trailer.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's not good. This looks so damn cool.
Mm-hmm.
Metal Gear, or is it a fucking Solid Snake? That's not. That's a Solid Lizard.
There you go. Soft lizard.
Fucking hoverboard coffin thing. What the fuck was that? It was a coffin. Yeah, there's like you build roads and shit. You build a fucking rail system. Fragile.
She had goddamn hands on her shoulders that were also typing, and I did not like that. Also, I really just want to punch her in the face, and I don't know why.
Elif Banning?
Yes. Go back a bit more. She's got hands on her shoulders that are typing.
Yeah. George Tarman, George Miller, special appearance, performance by Marty Bro. I don't know who that is. Ellie Fanning. Faith Akin. Jonathan Rumi. What?
Mm.
Yeah, Troy Baker. The fucking shoulder, right? This game is a whole ass movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it like the, was that Queen's Blade where the chick's hair turned into hands and it held her boobs? I don't know if you ever remember that.
Maybe?
Yeah, there was like she was like a slime person or whatever. Wait. What the fuck? The undead Norman Reedus? White Walker Norman Reedus? What the fuck?
Think he's a bit frosty.
Yeah, Ventress confirms it was a slime girl. Her hair turned into hands, which turned into her bra. Good
I mean,
enough,
something's got to hold the judge, right?
Yeah, good enough, I guess. Alright. Dad says in the private chat, fuck yeah, Bakura. Okay, Warframe. Here's the new frame for Warframe.
I haven't looked at Warframe ever.
And yeah, Return to Deviri.
Never finished that.
Deviri was cool. We got
I started the Deviri Paradox, but I never finished it.
Herds the Invaders.
Spooters.
Yeah, that's the spider. That's
My
the
beautiful
spider
scuttler.
frame. Get him. Oh. Spider legs. Oh, you can cling to walls. That's cool.
All those possibilities. And yet, the story only ends one way.
Oraxia. Citrine. I don't think I ever had a citrine. Isle Weaver. There we go. Okay, so Payday 3 is giving a comeback now? I played this game at launch. That's cool. The loot was in the fucking door. Okay, that's a new map. Get the fuck out. Oh, good, they brought melee weapons back.
Ah, free update.
Yeah, nice. Lock off.
Oh my god. Evil sheep. A baguette!
It's fucking zombie survivor, but with fucking. Oh my god, it's a chainsaw. Stop the hordes of zombie sheeps. What the fuck? Go up.
For your
Grass.
ass be grass.
There you go. Flock off.
That looks fantastic.
Wasn't even a chainsaw. Oh, two-handing a push mower. Nice, yeah. Okay, Blood of the Dawnwalker. We're not gonna watch all this. 21 minutes. We're not gonna watch all this.
Sure.
I'm gonna skip into some stuff here. This is like a
Choose one of 4 directions.
okay. So
Up,
I watched this earlier this week.
to show
so-
our combat.
Blood of the Dawnwalker is the game that is coming out of the people who made the people who left the CD Projekt Red that worked on The Witcher. They
Mhm.
started their own studio, so this is their game, Blood of the Dawnwalker. So you play as a like half vampire or something like that. So there's like a day and night cycle. So there's 2 different forms of combat.
Our
So-
goal was to make the player feel like a real sword master. who
Yeah, so your
closely
combat,
observes
I'm
his
not
enemies.
crazy about this. It gives
We'll
you the
begin
For
this
Honor
fight by
combat.
using acrid dust
Mm.
to stun one of the
So
enemies.
you have to like,
Now, when you attack, you choose one of 4 directions.
yeah, so you
Up,
choose a direction.
down, left, or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry.
I don't like
And
that.
similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block, and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time.
Full spell.
Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open.
So it looks
the
really
inventory.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not crazy about that combat. I hope they don't make that a stat.
First of
I don't
all,
like that
let's
shit.
replenish our health by eating something.
So you eat food, cool, that's fine. Let's get over to nighttime. So there's like vampire.
It's an entirely
skills you
different
get.
story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that Narrative Sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have
So at
20
nighttime, you
days
get to,
left
like-
to complete this goal.
You can
This
like
counter
climb
is
walls
always
and
displayed,
you get more
and you'll be
superhuman
warned
stuff at
each
night, I
time
guess.
it's pushed forward. So you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I played For Honor. I did
As
not
a vampire,
I did not
you'll
like
see and
that. Like
experience the
it was
world from a
unique.
different
It was
perspective.
unique for
You
sure,
can
but
travel
it was
quickly
not.
and easily access
not
places
really
beyond the
my
reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost any place within his reach. Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode. This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And
Free
there's
beta
something
in-game
worth
footage, actual gameplay.
This
So there was a
alone
big
is
thing because
just
The Witcher
some
4
items to
did like a
grab, but
tech
on
demo,
other
but it wasn't
occasions,
actual
Who
gameplay.
knows?
Mhm.
You might come
They got
across
kinda
a hidden
drugged.
quest. Looks like our health is quite low. This is because, as a vampire, your health bar also represents your
Straight up
hunger
90-degree
level,
walls, yeah.
and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember, you have to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities. And rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better eat then. Maybe
Basically,
only
if you eat
someone
an
who's
NPC
standing
that's
all
like
alone.
a quest giver, you could
Like this
fucking
drunk
lose
guy.
that quest.
They
Everything
just
has
fight harder.
Let's
everything
grab
has
him
consequences.
and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and
Moira!
kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
What are other creatures?
Finally,
vampires,
we are
maybe?
at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the night, and the entrance gate is well guarded. Let's find another.
So it looks
inn.
really cool. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch all of that, but yeah. So I just wanted to give like the things that I took away from the trailer that I watched. I watched this earlier in the week. Looks really cool. Not crazy about the combat. I am curious about the narrative driven. So you're on a time schedule. You only have 30 days. And I think they said only like mainline story quests actually advance the time or whatever. So if you're doing side quests, you don't really lose time.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Blood of the Dawnwalker. I wanted to watch this game. So did you watch the new Fleekazoid video?
I haven't.
So anyway, he kind of talks about this game a little bit. I didn't actually watch the full trailer.
Honestly, I'd be down to watch Fleek's version if you want.
Yeah, we'll watch Fleek's video too. Yummy. Wait, what the fuck? Hey. Feet.
Ew. Ew.
Ow, you dickhead.
Oh. Oh, he's a tall motherfucker. Ew.
Was a tall motherfucker.
I thought that guy was friendly at first.
What the
and then
fuck?
the gun turned to you, and it's like, no. Eh! They knew everyone's reaction to that thing. They knew what it was going to be.
Kick the child.
Exactly.
Wait, is the YouTube stream just replaying? What the? Oh, it's not live for some reason on my screen. I don't know why. Oh well, it's fine. It's not like up to time. Like I was seeing Chad pulling his masks out and stuff on the YouTube preview thing. I don't know why. Okay, let me find Fleek's video here because I think that was the end of the trailers that I'd picked. Like I said, a lot of longer trailers in this one. And we
But they
can
were
go back.
interesting.
Yeah, we can go back and look at some other, see what else is out there. We'll watch Fleek's video. We'll do a live react to Fleekazoids. Hang on. Well, not now. I'll renew my membership later.
Renew it now.
Whoop. That's wrong button.
I love Mini-Me.
All right, here we go.
budgets are back, pimps! Not in Kojima's game, he's still separating more women from their shoes than TSA. But over here, we've got golden robo titties, robo jiggle joints, we've got more fake tits than a house party in Beverly Hills. Even Joff's got a dozen waifu games in here paying his rent. Now, any of these games be good? Listen, for right now, they'll at least have 2 redeeming qualities, and that's enough. Now put down your 20-year-old games, because it's that time of the year where we get hyped over a bunch of lies. The stupid Big Fest opened up by showing an awesome game that has heavy metal music, a rotund man doing wheelies, shooting flamethrowers, takedowns, gypsies, and best of all, gypsy takedowns. Oh my Jesus! A wave of nostalgia is coming over me, friend. Whoo! Tell me, what is this game called? Oh, fuck, it's a Dark Souls game. I haven't been this bamboozled since my last trip to Thailand. But speaking of big reveals, licensed games are having a second.
He's using this clip.
He loves
from the Phantom
Godly
Lines,
Zoidberg.
THQ,
Yeah.
We're getting Invincible, Deadpool, Dune, The Expanse, Scott Pilgrim, Game of Thrones, Dexter, but he's James Bond, and all these games mean nothing to me because the Robocock of Justice is getting takedowns. Let me tell you something personal, pimp. Ever since I was a boy, I wanted to slam a man's head into an industrial vent because he littered. Taeyeon, I've got a chubby the size of Mount Rushmore. You are givers. No. Don't tell me that you can't do this to litterers. It's been a while since I've been chubbed up. Let me ride the high. Damn, I lost it. Kojima must be nearby.
Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his
The
games
Glades.
pushes the gaming medium in bold new
He is the
directions.
star to my eyes. He is the sun in my moon. Hopefully, he will bear my children.
Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Kojimbus walked out to announce more
Kojimbus.
swap, keeping the hype going by showing an absolutely electric 7-minute conversation in a sepia tone room, then left. Then he came back because he had more to say, because Kojima always has more to say, especially about Kojima. This time it was to announce he has a USB stick of, quote, game ideas. Is that what we're calling it these days? Yeah, sure, buddy. I know what you mean by game ideas. It means the feet scans of every Hollywood actress from the last 20 years. Toronto's gonna be hunting after that USB like the holy fucking grail. Domino oregano, Hideo-san.
Domino oregano.
Sweet lover. And we got Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Moo-Dang, not to be confused with Mo-Dang, the cute-ass baby hippo. I love that hippo. Moo-Dang looks like a solid 57% mix. Wu-Tang was just 45 seconds of showing a wall, and Wu-Chang's gonna put me through an unspeakable hell to see some breastises. Story of my life, Jim. The new
Story
Bond
of my
game
life.
stressing everywhere that this is
Breastises.
a reimagining of the character that is their take and completely standalone. Does that mean this scene won't be making a reappearance? Please let me know. I'm trying to shave money for the organ donor edition of Borderlands 4.
No.
The organ donor edition.
Joff announced Ill, a game where you go around shooting limp dick zombies and punt kicking the cast of Rugrats. And before you ask, yes, I will gladly punt kick that baby. I'll punt kick his ass back into the womb. Speaking of silly little baby games, Sonic Racing announced a new racist called Hatsune Miku. I have no clue
Hatsune
who this
Miku.
is, but I'm sure it's a big improvement over the last Sega racing game that featured famous NASCAR crasher Danica Patrick. And as long as we're talking about crashes, Mind's Eye also paid Joff's ransom demands to be here.
Want a 1-minute trailer in the showcase that'll be $250K in Keeley's pocket.
Let me tell you a little something about Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye is so good that before release, the suits were running from it like
Yeah, GTA likes Mind Eye developer loves his top executive ahead of launch.
the bubonic plague. They were afraid of how good this game was and how much money they made. One of the devs even said that this game anticipates the future. If that's the case, the future is looking very inbred. Mafia heard everyone's complaints about Mafia 3 not being a Mafia game, so they made Mafia 4 an Uncharted game. Silent Hill is getting not one, but 2 more games. Nice. Congrats. Happy for you. Let's go check back in on the dickheads that own everything I love.
World premiere.
Phil Spencer is hitting that Ozempic. Sorry, no Gears of War ED today, guys. They made a trailer, but they couldn't get it up in time. Don't fret, though, Gears of War fans.
His jokes are like, I don't think a lot of the reactors like actually catch his jokes like they should. So yeah, ED, Gears of War ED. They made a trailer, but they couldn't get it up in time.
Mm-hmm.
Fans, it could be worse. We could be Thief fans. Hey, idiot! How does it feel to have your favorite franchise brought back only for it to be in VR? Not good, right? Yeah, no, I know. I'm a Batman fan. This has happened to me twice. One more time, and who's to fucking say what I'll be releasing? Deadpool is also getting another game in VR, specifically on the Zuckerberg Honeypot device that buys exclusivity for almost every VR game. And I speak for everyone when I say, I'm not letting that lizard man see inside my doom cave. Don't worry your pretty little heads about it, Valve Index fans. Go back to playing Half-Life Alyx for the 50th time. I got you. Go beat your saber again. I got you. I don't care how many gold chains he wears. Swapping from business to I'm not spying on you casual ain't fooling me, Buster. I don't care if you put on Flavor Flav's clock. The Spanx Citadel is for Gabe's eyes only, bitch. Speaking of which, Gabe Newell showed up to the Summer Game Fest to announce that he has a super yacht, showing illiterate kids everywhere that you don't need to be able to count to 3.
That's terrible.
Uh-huh.
In order to afford a yacht. Sorry, super yacht. Thank you, Gabe Newell. Very inspiring. All right, let's bang out some hardcore, detailed analysis real quick. Friend slop, friend slop, friend slop, friend slop. People say if Left 4 Dead came out today, we'd call it friend slop. Damn right I would. Hell, I'd go even further than that. Hide and seek is the original friend slop. Marriage, friend slop. Nuance is for people with PhDs. I wrote this script with a crayon. Let's get back to what matters. This game had an ass so fat it had this guy dancing. I got 20 ads for the new Switch. Shout out to everyone that won the Switch 2 giveaways, by the way.
Ooh. Looters target several stores downtown Los Angeles after fourth day of protest, authorities say.
Metal Gear Solid Delta looks great.
Yeah, it's got Ape Escape in it.
Yeah.
His suit is bananas. It's his camouflage is bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Onimusha looks great. Dying Like the Beast looks good. Stranger Than Heaven looks fantastic. RGG's actually got to make new assets for this one. It's good to see they're re-releasing BioShock Infinite without all the escort missions. Scum took a shit on the showcase. Speaking of which, Ninja Gaiden 4 looks like a piece of art. Nothing but absolute
piece of shart.
The price is a little steep at $1,000, but they got to get you to hop on Game Pass somehow. And when did a little extortion ever hurt anyone? Resident Evil Requiem was announced. Now, I just need you to watch something for me. For the audio listeners, what we're watching here is Raccoon City getting leveled by the force of 1,000 fucking suns. Think the highest budget live leak you've ever seen. Now, as that guy, that Ford Bronco, and that Quiznos gets consumed by the fiery wrath of God's mistakes, tell me, do you think anything in this city is left? No, right? Wrong! Every building is still standing. Hell, I think I see a Margaritaville is still open. Shit, is that a McDonald's over there? Hey, you want a radioactive Big Mac?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who had a little bit.
Nuclear bomb, oopsie daisy. After getting choke slammed by the vampire with the massive mommy milkers, I'll tell you this much, I am excited to finally be able to play a Resident Evil game again with both hands on the controller. Then over at the PlayStation Showcase, lately, they've been eating more ass than Dawes eating cheeseburgers. Fucking Daw, he's the only guy more allergic to green than Sony. First it was Concord, then Marathon, and the Swamp Thing.
I'm gonna be a dad.
The fuck's it got to do with me? I don't give a fuck about it.
Finally, PlayStation's announced that they want to make money again. So inspired by their muse, Stellar Yams, they said, minus Capcom with a big budget store. Bam! Hey, remember when the French said, ho croissant, 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 Well, Team Ninja just announced that Neo 3 will be mixing ninjas and
I was laughing too hard to read that.
Showcase. Lately, they've been eating more ass than Dawes eating cheeseburgers. Fucking Daw, he's the only guy more allergic to green than Sony. First it was Concord, then Marathon, and the Swamp Thing.
I'm gonna be a dad.
The fuck's it got to do with me? I don't give a fuck about
But finally, PlayStation's announced that they want to make money again. So inspired by their new Stellar Yams, they said, bam! Marvel minus Capcom with a big budget store. Bam! Hey, remember when the French said, ho croissant, croissant,
American translations. We
the
cannot.
Shinobi and the Samurai, and we cannot squeeze both fantasies
well,
into one character.
Team Ninja just announced that Neo 3 will be mixing ninjas and samurais into one character. They've done what no other Frenchman has done before. They didn't surrender and they achieved victory. Wouldn't you know it? All Ubisoft was missing was something called a single button press. Have you heard of this? And you already know Neo 3 is gonna have a big budget because Neo 2 had a massive budget. Have you all forgotten that tall lady with those voluptuous curves, that wild, untamed bush, and those fine Edo-era Japanese oak railings with golden fixtures? Whoa, I'd stick my couch in her living room. This house is this man's wife, by the way. Now let's bring it back over to Bootleg Bethesda.
When it comes to growing
Bootleg
new
Bethesda.
franchises, Obsidian is having a year like no other.
I still can't go left! The Outer Worlds heard my complaints about having to strap 2 rounds of 9mm together to make 12 gauge and fixed it by making my knees pop when I stand up.
I'm just gonna hear you.
Better idea. I'm dummy thick and the clap of my ass cheeks alerts the guards. Thoughts? No takers? Alright, I mean, I don't gotta tell you guys what happened the last time an artist got rejected, but you know what? Hey, you take that chance, right? At least the game's not $80 goddamn dollars! I'm sorry, Grandpa, I gotta shut off your life support. The Outer Worlds 2 is coming out. $80! So I can pay for your goddamn Port Royale Burnout Notch Lucky Brand tees? Retard was right about you lot. Don't even Michelangelo, I mean, not to overreact, because I'm not really a big overreactor, but wow, that's pretty neat. Todd Howard didn't make it to the event because his car broke down on the way there. State of Decay is in a state of delay. And finally, Fable didn't make an appearance tonight, and for that, I'm thankful. If I missed your favorite game announcement here tonight, no, it wasn't an accident. I just hate that game, and you should take it very personally. Make sure you let me know about it on every social media platform, especially Twitter. And while you're at it, mark down on your calendar that the Fleek Award Game Show SummerSlam is coming June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. Come see Naughty Dog Stellar Blade take on the real Stellar Blade. Come see Flomp and Jesus Christ take on Nintendo and Satan. Maybe, possibly, find out yourself. June 28th at 7 p.m. EST. You know who's gonna win UFC 317? You, because you won't be watching it. You'll be watching the Fleet SummerSlam. See you there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love Fleek.
Yeah, this one was really good. Really good. All right, let's go back. Back again. There we go. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we'll probably call it here in a minute. Shush. Sorry, there was a video auto-played on me there. All right. We've got a trailer from 4 minutes ago that I don't care about. Yeah, Super Mario Strikers, Super Mario Soccer game.
They're bringing another Strikers game out. Okay.
Looks like it. Double Dragon Revive.
I did love
Have
using
you
Double
heard?
Dragon as a kid.
Tales of a legendary side-scrolling action game that once drove arcades into a frenzy?
Hell yeah!
The series that enthralled countless gamers. Its spirit lives on today.
Debatable.
Double Dragon Revive. A new story springs into action in the world of the original Double Dragon. Feel the fusion of tradition and evolution in a true modern beat-em-up action experience. This game is set in a desolate world ravaged by nuclear war.
I do like me
Our
some
hero Billy and
side-scroller
Timmy
beat-em-ups.
Learn that their childhood friend Marion has been kidnapped by the Shadow Warriors gang. To rescue her, the twin dragons rise once more. An homage to arcade classics, you complete stages to progress in this battle-focused action game. Players can choose from 4 characters. Repeated button presses perform dynamic combos.
Oh, this dude's
to
got...
repel
It's a fucking
oncoming waves
ninja?
of enemies. You can grab enemies and pummel them, or throw them in your direction of choice. Slam them into groups of enemies, or even send them
The ninja's
flying
cool.
up the stage. Your attacks adapt to different situations. Near a wall, you can unleash a series of strikes. Smashing an opponent you've grabbed into the wall triggers a devastating follow-up. When you're surrounded, unleash a powerful hyper blow to wipe enemies out in one fell swoop. Aerial hyper blows gain different properties depending on your current altitude. You've got a wide arsenal of attacks at your disposal.
Break
Find
dance,
the best
chick.
option for your current character and situation.
Nice. I'm not gonna watch all 5 minutes of this. What the fuck? I just wanted to see what's here. Stranova. Don't know what that is. The got. So yeah, there's the game overview. 13 minutes of that other one. Jesus Christ, lots.
Damn.
Yeah, there was a Capcom showcase thing that was happening right before the podcast started. There was some new Capcom stuff dropped. Yeah, Resident Evil Requiem. Front Mission remake. Repo is getting a museum, I guess.
Oh,
Museum, official museum update.
very cool. We'll actually be able to see the things without just dying. In theory.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I'd scroll down before. There's a new Hot Shots game. I'm kind of psyched about that. That's cool. I'd like to do some Hot Shots golf. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else. I mean, there's probably more, but like something I'm really seeing still.
Well, this has been a fantastic evening.
It has been. Chad, I'm glad Chad was here for parts of it. Until his internet died.
Mostly here in spirit.
Yeah. I'm glad he showed up. You're welcome on anytime, Chad. Anytime, brother. Yeah, that's been fun. So this is episode 76. So next week is the July 3rd podcast. We will have our friend Jazz will be returning, returning guest. So we have.
When is horror coming back?
Horror is well, it'll be her first time on the podcast because I haven't ever podcasted with her.
Oh.
She podcasted. You podcasted with her on the Offensive Charm Cup podcast.
Yeah.
But when I was on the podcast, it was me, Jazz, and Rosa. And then Rosa left Offensive Charm and Horror took her spot. So let me see what day. I think. Let me make sure I don't have them mixed up.
Sorry, I keep yawning.
The 10th. She'll be here the 10th, so she'll be here the week after next, and then the week after that will be the Wandering Helmsman.
Nice.
So we got a few more guests lined up. I gotta get Nightingale back on soon.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him in a while. Hope he's doing well.
Yeah, well, I want to. I guess his book is getting postponed. I want to try to figure out.
Oh,
so, yeah.
That's a shame. I knew he was super excited for it.
Yeah, it's getting pushed back. So I don't know. I haven't heard more of the story yet. So I try to get him back on. I keep trying to get Doobs back on, but every time I'm like, "Hey, Doobs, you work this Thursday?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, shit." So.
Call in missing for a week, bro.
Yeah.
Come join us on the podcast.
So, and then anybody else? If you can come up with anybody else you want to reach out, I'm yawning too. If you can think of anybody else you want to reach out to and ask if they want to be on the podcast, you think it'd be fun to interview or just shoot your shit with or whatever, feel free to.
Gotcha.
Hang on, let me get the. I don't know why YouTube's like this. I don't know if it's RIP DD2. Double Dragon 2. Yeah. So, all right. Cool. I think we're gonna call it there. Next week we'll be back again.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah, thank you for joining. I'm gonna try to get Kick up and going next week. So we will be officially on Kick next week. Okay. Also, here's the thing. I know they got put up late this week because I kind of drug my feet about it. tomorrow, after this podcast ends, tomorrow while I'm at work, I'm going to, because I totally forgot to ask you to do timestamps. I'm going to rewatch the podcast, timestamp it, and I will be clipping different segments to post on the YouTube. I'm trying to build my content library a little bit, so I'm going to do short segments of the podcast. And then
get them delicious little highlights.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do some highlights, and then I think Sunday I'm gonna try to do an actual like scripted video. And then I'll be back Monday streaming. So
sounds good.
Yeah. Cool. All right, then. We will talk to you probably tomorrow. I'll probably see you on stream tomorrow, and then
most likely
everybody else, we will see you next week. Everybody have a good night.
Rest well, get something to eat, something to drink, maybe touch some grass and get a good sleep.
Yeah. All right. Night. Bye.
Bye-bye.